So it's back to school time, which also means back to sick time. So I wanted to go over, when is a cough more than just a cough? We all know kids get colds all the time when they're back to school, and so there's snot and there's coughing, and many times you're just kind of like, you're fine, go back to school, don't worry about it. But since COVID, maybe we're taking the cough a little bit more seriously, or maybe having a second, ear at that, like, is that cough serious? Is it not serious? So I thought maybe I address the coughing. Coughing can be nothing really serious, or it could be a sign of something more serious. And that really depends on the quality of the cough, the length of time of the cough, and how the child looks in general. So we have to think about all of those things when we're talking about a cough. So if a kid is coughing on day one and they don't have any fever, they're playing normally, and they look great, then I wouldn't worry too much about it, okay? If they are having a higher fever with a cough and they are using, their body to help them breathe, that can be something that would flag me to be concerned about the cough. So by body, I mean, they're sucking in here or in between their ribs, or maybe using their belly to help them breathe for that cough. Or maybe they're making a whistling sound with their cough. I would say that that's more concerning. A cough that is productive and bringing up phlegm is not the same as a cough that has a whistling sound to it. A cough that's got phlegm is more of an upper airway noise than a cough that's got a whistling sound to it. That's more of a, getting into the lower airway. Secondly, how fast is your kid breathing? Of course, when they have a fever, they're going to be breathing fast because the fever makes you breathe fast. But if they're breathing quickly, that can be a sign of something more serious. If they get into coughing fits, which is kind of more common when they're younger because they tend to trying to bring up stuff, that could be more serious than a cough and then go back to playing, and a cough and go back to playing. We tend to see coughing more when kids are laying down because, phlegm starts to drip, postnasal drainage, and then of course when they first wake up, again for the same reason. So that tends to be a little less concerning to me than, say, a cough that is persistent all day, all night. Other things that make me worried is things like length of time of cough. So if the cough has been persistent for weeks, I really want to know about it. If the cough is worse when exercising, I'm starting to think more asthma. If the cough is worse with any activity, not just exercise, so worsening with, you're going up the stairs or things like that. If the cough is worse at nighttime, not just laying down, but at nighttime, again, an asthmatic concern. And any type of respiratory issue that is, your child is having trouble getting breath, so they are struggling in any way, that is concerning to me. But I think what I hear a lot from parents is my child is having a lot of noisy breaths. And noisy breaths to me aren't always problematic. It's normally a lot of upper airway phlegm. So if you can feel vibration, it's normally phlegm in the upper airway. You can't feel pneumonia vibrating, okay? So if you're putting your hand on, say, your baby's chest, and when they take a breath in, it's like, you can feel this stuff rattling around, that's like phlegm vibrating, okay? That's not pneumonia. So I hope you can figure out the difference in what I'm talking about. So like the baby takes a breath and there's like stuff like vibrating around in there. That's normally like mucus all like from here to here, okay? When they're coughing and it's just so junky and it's about 7 days in, that's pretty common as the body is starting to break up mucus. We want the body to break up mucus. So if you're like 7 days into a cold, the body is starting to break up mucus, the cough might sound pretty yucky. That is a common thing. So let the body take care of itself, okay? Cough medicines are really not helpful in children. I don't recommend them. I do recommend honey. Honey is helpful in studies compared to cough medicines. It really is a much better source of calming down, soothing the throat, whether you want to use a cough honey lozenge or, and of course this is only for children older than age 1, spoonfuls of honey. Sometimes kids respond better to the honey sticks, and that you can find at some of the local coffee shops, or like Battlefield Country Store or Miller Farms has them. So the honey sticks are great because they're a little bit sweeter and yummier to suck on, but they'll soothe the throat for kids, and they'll just kind of calm down that cough for a little while. It's not curative, right? We're not curing the cough. We're just trying to ease the cough for children. Same with warm water and honey teas kind of thing. So, again, most of these are viral in origin, COVID being one of them, flu being one of them, RSV, a major one of them. All of these illnesses are coming up as we enter the cold flu RSV season. So any questions on this, you call your doctor, you leave a message, you come in if you're concerned. But I hope this kind of breaks it down for you a little bit.